Hello students, you are welcome to economics online class. This is your 9th chapter, development experiences in India. Today we have to start this new chapter. In the past videos we completed the British rule before and after independence. Okay. Through this lesson you have to understand the reforms introduced in the recent years. In this video we have to discuss about introduction, LPG, the meaning of LPG. What is LPG? Liberalization, privatization and globalization. And arguments favor of LPG and also the argument against LPG. Then the relative position of an Indian economy. Okay, let's go. At the time of independence in 1947, India was a typically backward economy. So during the time of 1947, we got independence, So on those days, the India was typically backward, poor economy. So owing to poor technological and scientific capabilities, industrialization was limited and lopsided, And agricultural sector exhibited features of feudal and semi-feudal institutions, resulting into low productivity. There were no economy. So we know that the agricultural sector exhibited features of feudal and semi-feudal institutions only. So it results into low productivity from the agriculture side. Means of transport and communications were underdeveloped. So during the time of 1947, on those days, the educational and health facilities were grossly inadequate and social security measures were virtually non-existent. So in brief, the country suffered from the twin problems of rampant poverty and widespread unemployment, both resulting in low standard of living. So standard of living of the Indian people were very poor during the period of 1947 independence. So the year 1991 is an important landmark in the economic history of the post-independent India. So in the 1991 is the important landmark, that year. The country went through a severe economic crisis in the form of serious balance of payment problem. There were no balance of payment in India, So that the country facing or experiencing the economic crisis, economic problems in the form of serious balance of payment. Indian economy responded to the crisis by introducing a set of policies known as structural reforms. So the structural reform also very bad condition on those days. These policies were aimed at correcting the weaknesses and rigidities in the various sectors of the economy such as industry, trade, fiscal and agriculture. These are the sectors taken by the government to concentrate. Then meaning of LPG. LPG means, I told you, liberalization, privatization, globalization. So that the triple pillars of the new economic policy are these. What are the triple pillars? LPG. LPG means liberalization, privatization and globalization. So what is liberalization? Liberalization refers to removal of relaxation of governmental restrictions in all stages in industry. So whatever the restriction made by the government in the industry side, the relaxation and the removal of the relaxation of the government on the restrictions. Then delicensing, decontrol, deregulation, subsidies and greater role for financial institutions are the various facets of liberalization. So that the financial institutions also liberal. So this is called liberalization. So whatever restriction made by the government, which is liberal by the government for liberalizing the industries, industry side. Then only the investor will be invest in the India. Then privatization. Privatization means transfer of ownership and management of enterprises from public sector to private sector. So at present also the government changing all the public sectors into private sectors. So which is privatization. Okay, so denationalization, disinvestment, and opening exclusive public sector enterprises to private sector are the gateways to privatization. These are the gateways to privatization. They welcoming the private sector occupying in the public sector. Globalization. Globalization refers to the integration of the domestic economy with the rest of the world. Then import liberalization through reduction of tariff and non-tariff barriers. Okay, tariff and non-tariff barriers reduced by the liberalization. Then the government opening the doors for foreign direct investment, which is called the FDI. Okay, foreign direct investment called the FDI and foreign portfolio investment called the FPI. So they welcoming foreign investment, and these are the investment, direct investment and foreign portfolio investment are some of the measures toward the globalization. Arguments of favor of LPG. Arguments in favor of LPG. What are the merits? We can say another word, merits. Merits of LPG. Liberalization was necessitated because various licensing policies were said to be deterring the growth of the economy. Okay, because of restriction, the growth of economy won't come. So when they liberalizing the restriction and decontrol, deregulation, delicensing, then only the growth of the economy will be increased. Okay, the privatization was necessitated because of the belief that the private sector was not given enough opportunities to earn more money. So that privatization is good. And globalization. Globalization was necessitated because today a developed country can grow without the help of the underdeveloped countries. Because whatever they produced in their country, they want to sell the products in the underdeveloped countries. So that without the underdeveloped countries, country cannot grow. Okay, natural and human resources of the developing countries are exploited by the developed countries, and the developing economies are used as market for finished goods of the developed countries. Okay, they using the underdeveloped countries for their market. Then the surplus capital of the developed countries are invested in backward economies. Okay, in the backward economies they invested. Absolute and outdated technologies of the developed countries can be easily sold to poor underdeveloped countries. Okay, so updated technology, updated everything. So absolutely they have to selling the outdated technology to the underdeveloped country or poor underdeveloped countries. So ultimately the rich countries can grow further at the cost of developing economies. Okay, the cost of developing economy will be increased. Arguments against LPG. What are the arguments against LPG? You can say another word, demerits. Demerits of LPG. Liberalization measures, when effectively enforced, favor an unrestricted entry of foreign companies in the domestic economy. Such an entry prevents the growth of local manufacturer. So it may be affect the local manufacturer, handicrafts like that. Local manufacturer will be affected by the domestic economy in the foreign countries. Because of the foreign countries entry, the local manufacturer will be affected. Privatization measures favor the continuance of the monopoly power. So that if we liberalizing the private sector, what will be there? It will be continuance of the monopoly power. Maybe the single owner tendency will be there. So only powerful people can sustain in the business market. So other cannot sustain. Social justice cannot be easily established and maintained there. As a result, the disparities tend to widen among the people and among regions. This will be happen. As globalization measures tend to integrate all economies of the world and bringing them all under one umbrella. So because of the globalization, They paved the way for redistribution of economic power at the world level. Okay, so that only the already well-developed countries are favored in this process, and the welfare of the less developed countries will be neglected. So the economic crisis of the developed countries are easily spread to the developing economies through the trade. So through the globalization, what is saying here, it bringing them all under the one umbrella, but it will pave the way for redistribution of economic power to the world. Okay, only the well-developed countries can favor to all the trade. The other traders, other underdeveloped countries cannot shine. So the following are the major changes after 1991. So 1991, after the 1991, what happened? The LPG. Okay, the three pillars. The three pillars of new economic policy were taken in this year. So foreign exchange reserve started rising. Okay, foreign exchange reserve started rising, increasing, and there was a rapid industrialization. Okay, so rapid industrialization were increased. The pattern of consumption started improving. Okay, the consumption also improving. Infrastructure facilities such as express highways, metro rails, flyovers and airports started expanding. Okay, but the local people were thrown away. The local people were not considered. Okay, but infrastructure facilities such as express highways, metro rails, flyovers were started and expanding. Okay, the benefits of the growth in some sectors have not reached the marginalized sections of the community. So moreover, the process of development has generated serious social, economic, political, demographic and ecological issues and challenges. So the process of development has increased the serious condition of social, economic, political, demographic and ecological issues and challenges. This only they brought. Development brings benefits, but which section gets this benefit depends on socio-economic structure of the society. Which section getting the benefits? Despite of all these initiatives in the Indian economy, a large section of people of India continue to face basic economic problems such as poverty, unemployment, discrimination, social exclusion, deprivation, poor healthcare, rising inflation, agricultural stagnation, food insecurity and labor migration. These are all happened because of development brought so many benefits. Even though they brought benefits, these are the problems happened. The government policies alone cannot be blamed. We cannot blame the government policies only. As new institutional economists suggest, the values, beliefs, norms, etc. of the individuals also matter. So the norms and values, economics suggest, these also depends on the individual. Okay, individuals, norms, beliefs, values, this also very, very important here. Okay, here the hint given here about disinvestment. What is disinvestment? They may be asked in your 2-mark question. Disinvestment means selling of government securities of public sector undertakings, PSUs, public sector undertakings, to other PSUs or private sectors or banks. If they selling their securities, the government selling their securities to others, means the same the government also or private sectors or the bank. This process has not been fully implemented. This is called disinvestment. Okay, so today you are learnt about the introduction of development experiences in India, meaning of liberalization, privatization, globalization, and arguments in favor of LPG and also argument against LPG. You have to write the test about the concept what I taught today. Okay, so all the concept you have to write and send to me.